Everybody, I'm Tony Fleming from Fleming's Ultimate Garage. Thank you for joining me on today's sports car video, right? And you say, Tone, I know the Z's a sports car, so why are you wasting time doing a video when the rest of the world knows that it's just a really nice car? And I go, you know what, you're absolutely right. I probably don't even need to be here. However, what I am going to tell you is this that you can't get from reading something, and that is the quality of the paint on the car and the drive experience. Let me tell you, when you drive these cars, four-wheel fully independent suspension, four-wheel disc brakes, over 300 horsepower and a 6-speed. Many cars you can't even get a manual transmission anymore, right? A car that sold for $50,000 is now selling for less than half of that with 29,000 miles on it, right? This is probably one of the best buys. A, it's the best buy right now on the lot, and B, it's probably one of the best buys we've ever had. I'm just telling you, man, from leather interior to power convertible tops to a great look, right? And a great feel and the sound of this engine. It is just an awesome, awesome buy, an awesome looking car, and an awesome driving one as well. So let's take a minute. We're going to look around here. We'll see some big brakes. We're going to see some great tires. Wow. And we'll check out some factory paint. All right, so this paint is called Silver Alloy Metallic, right? What's a cool name, right? But it is a beautiful silver. It's a really nicely done silver, and it's very shiny. Matter of fact, you can see all of the reflection of the whole ceiling, the lights, and everything in the paint. But I do like to do this because I see sometimes that if you can see in video here how clear all the letters are, it gives you an idea of how shiny the car really is. I'm not sure if you're interested in taking it to a car show, but you could because it looks so nice, right? And as you move around, you might want to think about this because the paint is so nice. You might want to think about getting a clear bra on it or something like that to preserve it. Super low miles, and they're kind of holding their value now. Matter of fact, they're starting to go up in value because a lot of these things they don't make anymore. All right, whether you want to take this car to a car show or whether you just want to drive it, like in 1969 when the 240Z came out, and in that right around the 2.5 liter range as it moved from 240 to 260 and 280, right? They never envisioned this 3.5 liter engine, right? Making over 300 horsepower, which is 100% more power. That'd be like having a 300 horsepower car now having 600 horsepower in it, right? It's significant. Not to mention that block there was cast iron with an aluminum head. This is all aluminum, right? So as the car grew and became more luxurious, they took weight out of it by adding things like, well, I shouldn't say adding lightness, but that's what Colin Chapman said from Lotus. We're adding lightness, and that's kind of what we're doing here. And then you get a nice 6-speed instead of the 4-speed or a 5-speed manual transmission, and then throw in a lot of the luxury stuff, which is great. Fast ratio power steering, anti-lock brakes, traction control, all the safety stuff that's in there, and it's a great looking engine compartment to begin. Lastly, before we go, this is a reason why I buy some cars. When I see factory stickers still in place, I know that the car hasn't been crashed and these parts have been replaced because you can't buy these stickers. They would only come from the car from the factory, and that's a good indication of the quality of a car. That's why some cars are worth more than others. Most sports cars don't offer a lot of trunk. You know what? Let's not get into that for a second. Let's look at styling. This is a great looking car from behind. They did an awesome job, right? Not to mention the sound of it. When we start it for you outside, you're going to hear it. It sounds really good. However, the part I'm getting at is this, is that this is really nicely done. First off, instead of just having some hood hinges, they do nice stuff like this. But soft bags fit in here. You want to go away for the weekend. Also, too, here's the instructions for if you have a golf bag, right? It holds a golf bag in here, which is so much better than putting it on the front seat and going golfing. This is really nice to be able to tuck it away. It's got a nice net here for keeping anything secure inside there. Plus, it has a beautiful carpet that says Z on it. Anyway, nicely done trunk. I don't like to spend a lot of time on the trunk, but the reason why I do is like when they add this insulation here and they do the finished trunk in here, this is a premium car, not a inexpensive sports car. This is one of those cars that looks great with the top up or the top down, right? It's a sports car, but also has this cool little short top on it that looks really nice. But what you really care about is once you're inside, what's it feel like? What's it sound like? Let's do that real quick and see what we got, okay? So being a touring model, right, the touring model, this one has a mix of some things that might have come on some other models, but what you do get is mostly everything, right? You get full power seats, you get heated seats, right? You get climate control, you get a Bose sound system, right? This is a real deal. This is a real deal luxury sports car, right? 160 mile an hour speedometer, 8,000 RPM tach. The tach is right in the middle, like a Porsche would do it just as well. Still has those cool pod gauges like the original Z had, right? There's very cool styling in here that's like old school, but still fresh. And not to mention the aluminum bits that are inside, a little bit of storage here for stuff, so you know, flying all over the place. Cup holders, like it's really livable. And then there's some more storage back in here, and this wind blocker is nice. The styling of these hoops is there. Again, for the money, I'm not sure that there's a nicer car out there, especially a low mileage car like this that's been garaged its whole life. It's just really, really nice. All right, so let's close up this video and talk and run down some things. This is a touring model, right? So we have pretty much every option you could get from Nissan during that time. But who cares about that? It's got a soul, man. It's got a soul and a sound and a manual transmission. A manual transmission sports car convertible with low miles, driven less than 2,000 miles a year. 2,000 miles a year. Garaged, right? And you say, well, Tone, that car looks to be a tiny bit more than the other cars that are out there. Well, you know what? The book value doesn't put a place in there for service regularly, garage kept, low ownership, incredible condition, right? That doesn't have a place in there for that. And if you did all that stuff to your car, you'd want more for it too. And I think this right here is underpriced. For what you get, there is no better buy out there. Anyway, call us 301-816-1000. We'll tell you all about this cool Z Cabriolet. And if you don't mind, hit the like button right below down there. It gets our message out. Appreciate that. And share it with your friends. You never know, they might like it as well. And subscribe to the channel. We're always putting out new content and spreading the word. All right, I'll see you on the next one.